Hey, what's up guys, Diesel Doug here, back with another video on the DTF Motorsports YouTube channel. We're working on the 79 again today. As you can see, cab's on the ground and the frame's totally stripped down. Not totally, but working on it right now. I had videos of me going through and doing like my full intro while the cab was still on the frame, talking about removing the cab. I don't know what happened to it, that video's gone. So, but luckily I still have the video of me going through pulling everything off the frame, just time-lapse me going through and pulling all the fuel lines, brake lines, electrical harnesses, all that stuff, pushing the truck outside, and then I have the videos of me actually pulling the cab off. I had to get kind of sketchy with it. I usually use my buddy's hoist down the road, but he was doing some landscape work on his house, and the way I normally get my trailer back to his hoist, couldn't really get back there. And the other thing was we didn't really know how we were going to get the cab off of my gooseneck trailer when we got it back to my house, so I just ended up pulling it here with two Kubota tractors with forks on the front of them. Just put one on each side of the cab, lift it up, and push the frame out of the way. So you'll see the video of that.
I was built to last when the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah. I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep 'em out your face, no way, you don't want 'em, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it, go on and take your aim, yeah.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna
Yeah, we are working on the frame today, going through and welding up all the holes shut. I got laser cut plugs. I went through and measured all the holes on the frame that were bigger than just a bolt hole, and got those laser cut, welding all those in, so the frame's gonna be completely smoothed out. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so these are just very few of the laser cut plugs I had. 1/4" thick steel. I went through with calipers and measured all the holes on the frame that I needed to weld shut, and drew them up in CAD, sent the files out to the laser cut place to have everything cut. You know, I think I already have quite a few of these welded into the frame, but I think there was like 144 holes on each side of the frame I welded shut. And that was just from the front body mounts back. So there's more in front of the coil buckets I have to weld shut, which is what these are for. But I'll try to go through and get a total count of all the holes I weld shut, but there should be about 300 holes I'm welding up on this frame. Yeah, so here you can see some of the laser cut plugs I have just tack welded in there. These were just normal bolt holes, so I welded those up. I mean, all these are gonna get welded shut, but I gotta get the leaf springs out of the way to get to some of those. So more of those laser cut plugs welded in here. I already welded up a lot of the holes. They're just tack welded in place. I have to go through and finish weld them, grind them all down. All these holes, I mean, everything's gonna be completely welded up shut. Yep, completely smoothing the frame, so I'm welding out the holes, grinding them down flat. The frame's gonna go out and get sandblasted, and then it's gonna come back here. I'm gonna do epoxy primer and body filler on the entire frame and sand it all down so it's totally smooth, fill in any of the pitting or anything. So it'll be completely smooth. There'll be absolutely no holes in the outside of the frame. The only brackets that are gonna get bolted on is gonna be the leaf spring hangers. All my body mounts are welded on. The 4-link mounts are gonna get bolted on, and the coil buckets. But other than that, no exposed holes on the outside, and everything else is welded onto the frame. So it'll make for a super clean build. This is very time consuming and not a fun task, but it'll look amazing when it's done. Yeah, so here's some of the holes on this side I haven't welded up yet, but welded up quite a few of them on this side. Got my stock body mounts ground down there. I gotta grind that one off, weld those holes shut, finish grinding all these welds. But yeah, welding it inside and out of the frame, smoothing everything out. Like I said, not fun at all, but it'll be well worth it when it's done. It'll definitely be one of a kind, super clean truck. Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling the motor and trans soon, getting the motor on the stand so I can get that torn down and send the heads out to get the work done and do the bulletproofing on that thing and start powder coating and painting the engine. I can show you, the reason I haven't pulled this yet is I have to modify my trans cross member I made. Let me get a better shot of this down here. Yeah, there we go. So you can see it's integrated into my 4-link, so it's super strong. It turned out super nice, but one of the problems is I didn't account for my front drive shaft. So right now my front drive shaft won't clear to go down to the axle, so I have to lower that trans cross member there, and I'll probably make a spacer to keep the trans in this position here, or I might just completely redesign that trans cross member and start from scratch. I haven't decided yet, but so that's why the motor and trans is still in the frame. Yeah, I guess while I got the body off, I can show you guys a good shot of my body mounts. So starting from these all the way back, those are my bed mounts. They're all different, so that took forever to make. I had to go through and measure every single one of them. I had to do this rear one a little different. I couldn't wrap it on the outside of the frame because of the leaf spring hanger here, but yeah, these ones here, you can see, sit on top of the frame, go around the outside, and they're welded to the frame. And then this is my rear cab mount here. Goes all the way across the frame, it's welded in, captures both the rear body mounts. And I used the early Super Duty cab mount bushings. So I have the slot there. These fit right down in there. And the reason I went with these bushings is because eventually I want to do the S&B silicone ones. and they don't make them for a 79, so I went to the newer Super Duty ones. That way when I go to put the cab on for the last time, I can order up those S&B ones and have silicone body mount bushings on this, so hopefully it'll ride really good. And here's the front one. Have the year cut into it, 79, and then same thing. Early Super Duty bushings, got that shape there, cut into the metal. The shit there located into place, and yeah, another thing is I think that'll help when I go to drop the cab back on. It should line up really good because everything's located, so shouldn't be hardly any play in those. Yeah, that's a better look at my cab mounts there. Yeah, so as you can see, my garage is a disaster right now, but got the cab on the ground. My painter came over and helped me align that last rear door I was having issues with, so we drilled the holes so everything's pinned, so when we go to put the doors back on, we know they line up, and we don't have to worry about hitting the paint or anything when we go to open the doors. So I think he actually is gonna spray it with the doors on it. He said it'll be better so we don't end up with like a paint line between the jams and the outside of the truck, so he's gonna shoot it all at once. So he knows what he's doing, I trust him, so that's the way we're gonna go. I still gotta pull the front seats and the dash out of this, but I'm gonna finish stripping the paint, and then I can weld in my firewall and everything there. Got the tank out. I don't think I'm gonna use the Super Duty tank anymore because it hangs down pretty low, so I think I'm gonna try to use an OBS rear tank so it sits up in the frame, but that's still up for, I gotta do some more measurements and stuff to see how that'll work out. Power window stuff's back out. All my fuel lines, brake lines, drive shaft, all that stuff's back out. So, and it sucks because I had this drive shaft, you know, shortened and modified to fit my truck perfect, all new carrier bearings, U-joints and everything, but now I think I'm actually gonna go to a one-piece rear drive shaft, so that might not even get used, but oh well. But yeah, this is where we're at on the truck right now, so I'm gonna go through and keep welding and do another update here in a minute. Also, I wanted to go through and do a little update, show you guys some stuff about powder coating for the truck. So this is just a lot of hardware, mounting brackets, stuff I fabricated, like steering reservoir bracket there, seat brackets there. This is stuff for the Super Camper special door. These are radiator brackets I made, tailgate stuff, some modified hinges up there and stuff. And yeah, I powder coated all that stuff in a color called Blackjack. It's a matte black, but it's not the same as matte black because I have matte black powder coat, and this actually looks a lot different. I like this color a lot more, actually. Those turned out super sharp. Yeah, I ordered all new hardware for the bed, all the rubber bushings, all the side marker hardware, all the hardware for the tailgate rods. I mean, everything's gonna be brand new for the bed. I mean, obviously for the whole truck, but I just went through and ordered all the stuff for the bed. And then this is the custom fender aprons I made for the inside of the truck. I did this in a color called Black Frost. It's like a hammered textured powder coat. And I actually clear coated over top of it too, so it's a little bit smoother, so it should be easier to keep clean and stuff. But this hammered texture here is supposed to be super durable, so I figured with having the battery sitting here kind of, you know, working its way on this, I don't want it to start getting through the powder coat. So that'll be a super durable finish. I haven't decided, oh, I can't show you guys where my other part is because it's over by my bed, which I don't want you guys to see yet. Anyways, I'll try to describe it. So the part that goes, actually, I'll just go grab it. Okay, sorry guys. I don't want to show anyone the color of the truck yet, and the bed's fully painted, and this part was over there by the bed, so I didn't want to actually show the bed. But anyways, this is the part that this part bolts to, and then this wraps up over, and that's where the fenders mount on the outside, and the hood hinge goes on this and stuff. And I was undecided if I wanted to leave that black, or if I want to powder coat it to match this. But I think I am going to powder coat it to match this because I like this so much. I think it'll really look good in the engine bay, and it'll kind of separate from where the truck ends and the engine bay starts. So I think that'll help kind of break it up, and it'll look super nice when you pop the hood. So I think I am going to sandblast those and powder coat them this Black Frost color too. So yeah guys, that's where we're at now. Getting a lot of big progress done. Got tons of work to do, tons of stuff to weld, tons of stuff to sandblast, tons of stuff to powder coat, tons of new parts coming in. I mean, everything's gonna be new, all new internals on the door handles, billet door handles. I mean, tons of crazy cool custom stuff. Everything will be new. So finally starting to get in the direction of this actually looking like a show truck. So that's super exciting to me. And yeah, just gonna keep chipping away at it and trying to keep videos coming for you guys. So yeah guys, that's the update on the 79 right now. making a lot of big progress now that, you know, the truck's actually coming back apart. So it kind of sucks because, you know, just 2 days ago, this was a turnkey truck. Hop in it, start it, drive around. Now I'm back to pushing this thing around and, you know, having to hit the tire and stuff with a sledgehammer if I ever want to get this thing turning and stuff. But heading in the right direction. Hopefully I can get this frame finished up and get that sent out to sandblast pretty soon. Get the motor torn apart, get the parts machine there. That way all my outside work that I'm not able to control, I can get done and out of the way. And then got to get this cab stood up and weld that firewall in. It just, it's actually self-tapered in place right now, but it's actually holding up pretty good. So that'll hold it in place till I get it welded. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. I know a lot of guys want to see videos of how I did the firewall. So when I go through and like get it more finished up and show you what it's actually supposed to look like instead of just zip screwed in place, I'll go through and do a video on that. So but yeah, stay tuned, guys. Got any questions, comment below. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. You know, help get this video out to more people that like doing it themselves and building trucks in their garage. So thanks again, guys.